Hello and welcome. This is Hauddin Ahmed and today we are going to discuss on cost volume profit analysis. So what is cost volume profit analysis? Cost volume profit analysis is a very powerful management tool and it helps to explain interactions between the selling prices of products, the volume or level of activity, the per unit variable cost, total fixed cost, mix of products sold, and etc. And there are some terminology in CVP analysis. The one is selling price. Selling price actually the amount for which one unit of product is sold. Another is sales revenue. Selling price per unit multiplied by the number of units sold. And there is total cost. Total cost is the total variable cost plus total fixed cost. And there is another term that is variable cost. Variable cost, that is cost per unit of product. And what is total fixed cost? Total fixed cost is a total fixed which cannot be divided into per unit of production. So there is a cost equation, that is total cost equal to variable cost per unit into number of units plus total fixed cost. That is total cost equal to total variable cost plus total fixed cost. So there is another profit equation, that is sales revenue minus total cost equal to profit. And this is the universal equation for all the business over the world. And this equation can be explained by this equation also, that is selling price per unit into multiplied by number of units minus total cost, that is equal to profit. Or it can be explained by this equation. And there are some also assumptions in CVP analysis. The first assumption is cost can be accurately separated into their variable and fixed components. Both unit variable cost and total fixed cost remain constant within the relevant range. And inventory levels are zero or do not change. And all cost must be linear. And also the sales mix will be constant. By maintaining this assumption, if we draw a CVP graph, the graph will be looks like this graph. There are three primary CVP graph line. One is total revenue, the red one, and the total cost line, that is the black one, and the blue one, that is the fixed cost. And if we want to identify the break-even point in this graph, before identifying the break-even point, so we should understand what is break-even point. Break-even point, the point where sales revenue equals sales total cost. That is contribution margin equals to fixed cost. And also it can be explained by where profit is zero. So this is the break-even point equation. This equation is called the break-even profit equation. That is, the profit will be zero. So if the profit will be zero, the activity below the break-even point creates a loss, and the activity above the break-even point generates a profit. So let's point the break-even point in our graph. the total cost curve and total revenue curve intersect a point. That point is called actually the break-even point, and there is also the profit area and there is also the loss area. That is, if the total cost is greater than the total revenue, it will create loss, and if the total revenue will greater than the total cost, then it will generate profit. So this is how we can present the profit area and loss area in a CVP graph. Let's go talk about target profit. What is target profit? Target profit is the level of profit a company desires to achieve. CVP can be used to determine the sales volume needed to achieve a target profit. So target profit can be explained by this particular equation. So another term is that the margin of safety. The margin of safety is the amount by which sales can drop before losses begin to be incurred. That means organization can identify a particular amount that is called margin of safety, and it will warn the business before they are getting losses, and it can be measured in unit sales or sales dollars. And the margin of safety equation is the margin of safety equal to total sales minus break even sales, and we already know that what is total sales and break even sales is. So let's talk about the degree of operating leverage. The degree of operating leverage is a measure of how sensitive net operating income is to percentage changes in sales, and this is a risk indicator, and we can identify the degree of operating leverage by this particular formula. That is, the degree of operating leverage can be identified by dividing the contribution margin by the net operating income. And here is the example of two companies. Company A's degree of operating leverage is 3.89, and company B's degree of operating leverage is 2.72. And higher degree of operating leverage indicates higher proportion of fixed cost and higher risk. And that's all for now. Thank you.